Welcome, dear students. This time our topic is Prelude 1. Okay, Prelude 1, written by T.S. Eliot. Actually, it is written in 1917. Prelude is one of Eliot's best known early poems. Prelude is one of Eliot's best known early poems, and it contains four verses. It contains four poems, isn't it? We can say it contains four poems, or four preludes, four poems, or four verses, isn't it? And here I'm going to disclose first one, that is Prelude 1. It is written by T.S. Eliot, T. Thomas Stearns Eliot, isn't it? Written by him. Okay, and here it shows us the decadence of modern urban society, a decline, where different aspects of decline of modern urban society. See, this poem, the I can summarize this poem. This prelude, it contains 13 lines, and if I summarize this poem, it is like this: the winter evening begins to quiet down, signaled by the smell of steaks cooking. Smell of steaks cooking. Smell of steak. What do we mean with steak? We mean the steak is thick, flat piece of meat or fish, especially beef. Thick, flat piece of meat or fish, especially beef. That's called steak. Okay, that's called steak. Here it is steaks cooking. Smell of steaks cooking is there. Where all this thing happens, there, what is there? It is the smell of steak cooking. Okay, which wafts through side streets. Here it is passageways. Passageways, it means side streets. Okay, see, and it is 6 o'clock. Time is 6 o'clock, isn't it? Yes, it is. The winter evening settles down. The winter evening settles down. It is the end of the day. Now it is evening, okay? With smells of steaks in passageways. There is the smell of steak cooking. Dinner. It is time of dinner, okay? This signals the smell of steaks cooking, okay? And it is this the smell is wafting. It is, yes, okay, it is wafting in side streets, okay. And the time is 6 o'clock. The time is 6 o'clock, okay. And the bird out ends of summer days. Now underline this: the bird out ends of summer days. It is this: the bird out ends of summer days. It is the end of the day is summer, like the end of the day is the marquee, isn't it? Like the bird or stabs up your cigarette. The bird or stabs up used cigarette. Cigarette. Bird or stabs up using cigarette. Cigarette bit, isn't it? So, and now a gusty shower wraps the creamy scraps. And now a gusty shower wraps the creamy. Now here it is gusty, windy shower, isn't it? And now the rain and the wind blow the dirty scrapes, isn't it? The creamy scrapes. The wind with the rain, okay, it is rain along with this wind, okay, it blows the dirty scrapes up, dirty scrapes, okay. The creamy scrape, this here it is creamy, it is not pleasant, it is creamy, okay. This all represents the gloomy situation of that very area, unpleasant situation of that very area. It is not the scene is not thrilling, it is not enticing, okay. It is repelling. The cream scraps of withered leaves about your feet, and there the leaves are withered, dead leaves, okay, shadow leaves, isn't it? Yes, yes, the leaves are, okay, here these are withered leaves. And now the rain and wind blow the dirty scrapes of dead leaves, around your feet, okay, along sea of withered leaves about your feet, and newspapers from vacant lots, this line, see, and newspapers from vacant lots, the showers beat, okay, and then on broken blinds, showers beat, isn't it? Here we can I'm reading this of withered leaves here, and then and newspapers from vacant lots, and on the showers beat, isn't it? This shows that And now the rain and the wind blow the dirty scraps of dead leaves around your feet, along with thrown away newspapers blown through empty, undeveloped plots of land. Undeveloped plots of land. Okay, the rain can be hard beating. The rain can be hard beating on broken blinds. Okay, these broken blinds means broken window covers and chimney pots. You know what is chimney pot? It is structure which usually is used to draw out the smoke out of the rooms of the house. Okay, that is chimney pots, isn't it? On the showers beat broken blinds and chimney pots. Okay, broken blinds and chimney pots. Now, and at the corner of the street, and at the corner of the city line, see, and at the corner of the street, a lonely cab horse steams and stamps. Okay, isn't it? Here, these two lines, it represent hope. These two lines, it represents hope. Okay, these two lines represent hope, and here we can say the rain can be hard beating on broken blinds and chimney pots, and at a street corner there is a lonely cab horse steaming in the cold. Definitely. In the cold we steam. Animals steam, isn't it? Okay. Steam is in the cold, okay? Steam is in the cold and stamping the so stamp is stamp, okay? That see when these horses or these gallop trot, okay? See, we get sound of this trot. What is this? This trot sound gets occurred when the hooves of these horses, okay, yeah, got stuck on this on the road, okay, isn't it? That is called trot, and that is yeah stamp, okay, stamping is hose, okay. And after that we have this line. This is line, last line. It is it again. And here, and at the corner of the street, a lonely cab horse steams and stamps. There, where this happens, there is a horse that is lonely. Why this all happens, there is a horse that is lonely, and it's a cab horse. It steams and stamps. These two lines represent a sense of hope. Okay, and after that, this final line, and then the lighting of the lamps, and then the lighting of the lamps. See what what we have seen above lines. It is dark now. At the end, what is it? It is lighting of the lamps. Okay, lighting of the lamps. It is, see this lighting of the lamps here, yeah? And then gas power street lamps are light. All we can see, and then the lights are lit, and then the lights are lit, isn't it? There's cab horse, okay, with that steam which are stamps, and then there are lights that are lit, isn't it? So this is the picture of that very area. This is the picture of that very area which has been represented or disclosed in the form of this prelude one here. This prelude one. If we get the title of this poem again, we can say the title Prelude 1 suggests that this poem is the first of a group of poems about a common topic, perhaps in different points of view. Okay, it represents the monotony of modern life. Okay, it is the severe criticism by T.S. Eliot made in the form of these preludes. Okay, and here in the summary I have told you, uh, there are now themes are there. Before going to those very themes, I would like to add something more, that is this poem conveys Eliot's cynical views, and he applies several literary devices to accomplish this. He uses metaphor to compare. See, in the first line it is winter. In the first line there it is winter. See, it is winter. This winter, it is a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Okay, yeah. This device accomplishes. Okay, he uses metaphor to compare this civilization to the winter time, a time which symbolizes the end of life and a gloomy aura and a gloomy atmosphere, isn't it? A time which symbolizes the end of life and a gloomy atmosphere of aura. Okay, Here, Eliot uses imagery in line 9. That is phrase the showers beat. Here again, see what this is the showers beat. Here, the showers beat. What do you mean? What do you mean by this? The shower beat, because it paints a picture of incessant rain. It paints a picture of incessant rain. Okay, and another thing, that is this we have this lights. Okay, these lights in this end line, see what is this? It shows that the symbol is the loss of meaning in the modern urban world, and how the new age is greatly overpowering the traditional way of life, isn't it? This now this is the overpowering. If first in this first portion, if you feel it is dark, then why it is this light is overpowering. This is later, okay, isn't it? And it is the age is greatly overpowering the traditional way of life, that is favored by Eliot. It is favored by Eliot. And if we another thing, that is similar as a stick, in the upper line, see second line, similar sticker, and burnt out ends, isn't it? We have see this is the literal meaning of stick, cigarettes respectively, but have the figurative connotation of pollution and impurity. These this is pollution, and it shows this burnt out and some smoky days. This shows pollution and impurity. This shows us pollution and impurity. And here the approach is pessimistic. Eliot's approach is pessimistic. Okay, now we have here the attitude. Okay, when we see the attitude, see the attitude of this poem, this Prelude. Okay, I can say the speaker and the writer both, is it? Eliot is both the speaker and the poet. His attitude toward the city life. Here, the attitude towards city life, okay, this modern life is pessimistic. Okay, it is Eliot is both the speaker and the poet. His attitude towards city life and the modern world is pessimistically critical. Modernized world is pessimistically critical, yes. As stated, it is stated as stated before. He compares it to the winter time, because he wants to portray the same gloom and lifelessness. Winter expresses lifelessness, dullness. Okay, the same gloom and lifelessness that is associated with winter. He also criticized society for the modernization and destruction of the city. Overall, he has a negative point of view, and is bitter about the new way of life, now. See, and theme, if we take the theme of the in consideration, is the contemporary evils of modernization. Theme of this, okay, the contemporary evils of modernization and mankind's behavior are destroying the peaceful environment established in traditional times. Okay, this epitomizes Eliot's point throughout the poem, that the new age of humanity is responsible for the carnage done to the older traditions. Again, that the new age of humanity is responsible for the carnage done to old traditions, for the vandalism to these old traditions, or the destruction to these old traditions. Okay, I hope that you might have got it. Yeah, Eliot's vision is, we see, yeah, this Eliot visualizes the modern civilization. Okay, and that it is the depiction of a modern civilization. And I hope that you might have got it. If you have any question, you can ask your question using our group page, or you can contact inbox us. Best of luck. Yes.